student. We have started the study of the first topic of our subject OCM, that is Introduction of Commerce and the Business. Right students? In that we have studied about the human activities in our previous lecture. Now today we are going to start the study of the business and the features of the business. But before that, let's have a quick review of the human activities. Okay student? Student, what do you understand by the human activities? That is, activities which are performed by the human are known as the human activities. Correct? Activities which are performed by the human are the human activities. So that activity may be any type of the activity. It is the human activity which is performed by them. Correct? And why such activities are going to be performed by the human? Because they want to earn some return from the respective activity. That is, behind every human activity there is some object, there is some aim of the respective human, and that aim, that objective is known as their consideration, is known as their return. Okay, why human activity is conducted? For the purpose of getting some consideration, that is return from the respective activity. Right? Then these consideration are of the two types. Correct? Right? That is, the return which is getting the respective human are of the two types. That is, one is the monetary return and second one is the non-monetary return. By performing any activity, human is getting the return in the form of the money or maybe in the form of joy, happiness and the satisfaction. So, on the basis of this consideration, human activities are classified into two types, that is economic activity and non-economic activity. Correct? So, what do you understood by the non-economic activity? The activity which is performed by the human for the purpose of getting the consideration, getting the return in the form of joy, happiness, satisfaction. Okay. In non-economic activity, there is no any involvement of money. No any money matters is involved. The activity is performed for getting the return in the form of joy, happiness or the satisfaction. That's why those respective activities are known as the non-economic activities. Correct? So, the activities which are going to satisfy the human's personal, social, religious, cultural requirement are known as non-economic activity. Okay. So, we also can say that activities which are performed as the free time activities. Okay. Then activities which are family commitment activities. Right. Activities which are the cultural and the religious activities. Okay. Activities which are social welfare activities are classified into the non-economic activity, because behind those activity there is no any money matter involved. Those activities are performed for getting joy, happiness and the satisfaction from respective activity. Also, the activities which are performed as a hobby, singing, dancing, these are the hobby. So, such activities are also known as the non-economic activity. For example, singing, dancing are the non-economic activity. Playing any game is the non-economic activity. Spending your time with your friend is also the non-economic activity. When your parents taking care of you is also the non-economic activity. Why? Because they are expecting, they are performing out of love and the affection. Right? So, these activities are performed for such reason. There is no any monetary transaction is involved. Okay. Then we have studied about the economic activity. The activity which are performed earning the money for living purpose, for livelihood purpose. The intention behind the activity is earning some money, or the money's worth are known as the economic activity. Understood? That is when any human performing the activity with the intention, with the aim to earn the money or the money's worth are known as the economic activity. So here monetary transaction is involved. There is a money matters involved. That's why activities are known as the economic activity. Okay. For example, doing a job, then cultivating farm by the farmer, production of goods and the services. All these activities are the economic activity because such activities are intentionally performed for the purpose of earning some money. Okay, so on this basis, these activities are classified into three types, that is business, then profession and employment. So business means what? That is, business means where there is a process of production and the distribution is involved. Okay, the respective businessman is running the business for the purpose of producing something, for the purpose of supplying the goods and services to the customer, to the buyer in the market. So it is the business. And why he is conducting such activity? Because he wants to earn the money. Consideration is the money, return is expected is the money. So it is the economic activity. And how the consideration and the return is earned by the businessman? Through profit. Here return and the consideration is the profit by the businessman, right? Then profession. Profession means the lawyer, then doctor, CA. These are the professional person. Why? Because they are the skillful, they are special skillful, knowledgeable person who are having some prescribed degree with them. So they are known as the professional. Why they are running that respective profession? Because they are giving the services to the society people, to their client, for the purpose of earning the money. When doctor is giving the treatment to the patient, against that treatment he is charging some fees. So here money is involved, monetary transaction is involved. So it is the economic activity. When lawyer is taking any case, when he is definitely against that case he is charging some fees. So it is the money. So it is the economic activity. So where there is a special skill, special knowledge and the prescribed degree is having with any person, and he is giving the services to the people on their problems, on their issues, is known as the profession. So in profession, the consideration, the return is in the form of the fees. Okay. Then third is the employment. Employment means what? That is when one person working under the instruction, working under the supervision of another person is known as the employment. Where there is an employer and the employee relationship exists is known as the employment. And why one person is working under the instruction of another person? Because the respective employee wants to earn the money for his livelihood purpose. So how he is going to earn the money for livelihood purpose? Through salary or the wages. So here also monetary transaction. Here is also involvement of the money. So it is also an economic activity. Okay. In detail about the business and its feature, profession and its feature, employment and the features, we are going to study in our next lecture. Okay student, understood? Now let's study about the business and the features of the business. Understood? What do you mean by the human activities and what is the classification, how they are going to be classified, on which basis they are going to be classified? Now about the business and the features of the business. So already we have studied about the business. Okay, basic thing about the business, that is business is what? Business is an economic economic activity. Business is what? Business is an economic activity. Why? Because the aim, the object behind running the business is to earn the money, and where money is involved, ultimately it is the economic activity. So business is run by the businessman, by the respective individual, for the purpose of earning the money. And money in which form? In the form of the profit. Now the next thing about the business, that is business is run for the purpose of earning maximize amount of profit. As business is an economic activity, so it is run to earn maximum amount of money. Okay, already we have studied in the economic activity part, that is when consideration, that is return, consideration, that is return is money. That is monetary transaction. When consideration, that is return, is the money, that is monetary transaction involved, it is economic activity, right? So in business, consideration is profit. Businessman, in business, consideration is expected in the form of the profit, so it is ultimately the economic activity. Okay, so in business, the businessman is running the business for the purpose of earning the maximum amount of the profit. Clear? The next thing about the business, that is business is state of being busy. If the businessman want to earn the maximum amount of profit, so definitely the respective businessman, respective individual, respective people have to work continuously on a regular basis with different type of the activity. So it is the state of being the busy. Correct? Then the next thing, that is business is the organized, that is combined effort of group of the individual. No any single person, no any individual can can run the business himself. For that purpose, for running the business, there is a requirement of the combined effort, organized effort of the group of the people. So business is an organized, that is combined effort of group of the individual. Correct? Then the next thing is business involves mainly two activities, mainly two processes are concerned with the business, that is production and distribution. These two processes are involved and concerned with the business. As businessmen want to earn the profit, so how this profit is going to be earned by the businessman? Businessman wants to earn the profit. How is going to earn the profit? By making supply of the goods or the services in the market to the needy and to the required people, that is the buyer and the consumer. By giving them the satisfaction, he is going to earn the profit. Okay, how the businessman is going to earn the profit? That is by making supply, by giving them the goods, by making them available, their demanded, their wanted goods and the services, and by giving them satisfaction through it, he is going to earn the profit. Goods, services, satisfaction of the consumer needs and the wants is the important thing in the business. Then and then only he is capable, he can earn the profit for his business. And for that reason, the two processes are very important in the business, that is production and the distribution. So what do you understand? What is mean by the production? Production means making of said, for making supply for making supply in the market, there should be goods, there should be services with the businessman, that is producer and the manufacturer, which are going to satisfy the need and the want of the consumer. If that those needs and the wants are satisfied, then he is in capacity to earn the profit. So for that reason, making of the goods or the services is very important. So also you can say production means conversion of raw material into finished goods. That is, raw material is converted with the help of manpower, with the help of machinery, into the final goods or the services, into the finished goods or the services. That is, if any person, if any consumer and the buyer require any material into the market, there is a requirement of the mobile phone, there is a requirement of the laptop by any individual as a consumer and as a buyer, definitely no any seller, no any supplier is going to be put forward him the equipments and the raw material. Okay, for that reason, for making supply of mobile phone, for making supply of the any electronic appliances and any type of the goods, there should be, that should be in the form of the final product. So that final product are made into with the help of the production process. That is, raw material are converted into the final product, into the finished product with the help of the process of the production. How they are going to be produced? With the help of raw material, with the help of manpower, with the help of the machinery. The raw material are converted into the final product, that is, goods are produced. Then now the goods are ready with the producer and the manufacturer in their factory, into their outlet. So ultimately that should be reached up to the ultimate consumer in the market. Consumer himself is not coming into your factory, into your outlet to buy it, to purchase it. If you want to earn the profit as a businessman, so it is your object, it is your responsibility. You have to sell it into the market. You have to make it available in the market to the buyer and the consumer as per their demand, as per their requirement. So for that reason, the distribution is very important. So distribution means what? That is supply or the transfer. Correct? Distribution means what? Supply of or the transfer of goods or the services from producer to the consumer in the market. Whatever goods are now ready with the producer, with the manufacturer, with the seller, that should be reached, that should be provided to the ultimate consumer in the market. And this process is known as the distribution. So with the help of the transportation, with the help of the advertising, okay, advertising is also one of the way to make the distribution of the goods and the services. So with the help of the advertising, with the help of the transportation, the prepared goods and the goods or the services are make available to the consumer in the market by the producer or by the manufacturer. Okay, so to earn the profit, how the profit is going to be earned by the businessman? Through undertaking the production and the distribution. Correct? So now the next is the features of the business, that is characteristics of the business. So the first characteristic, first feature is the an economic activity. Already we have studied in the introduction part of the business, that is, business is an economic activity. Why? Because when consideration, that is return, is expected in the form of the money, that activity is the economic activity. Correct. Here consideration, return is expected, is the profit. As here return expected is profit, So it is the economic activity that is for the purpose of earning the maximum amount of the profit. Business is run by the businessman, so it is an economic activity. That is not for any love, affection, sympathy. Business is run and established by the businessman. It is for earning the money, so it is an economic activity. Satisfaction will be there when the businessman is going to earn the profit, his aim, his object, definitely he will be happy, he will be satisfied one. But for that satisfaction, for that happiness, the first primary thing is to earn the profit. When he is going to earn the profit, then he will be satisfied and the happy one. Okay, so it is an economic activity. Then the next feature is the requirement of the two parties. For running the business, there should be the existence of the minimum two parties, that is two persons are required to run the business. As I already said, that is no any single person in isolation at his own can run the business. To run the business, there is a requirement of the minimum two parties. Two persons are required to run the business. That is, one is buyer and second is the seller. So these two parties are very important into the business, as two processes, two activities are concerned in the business, that is production and the distribution. So for production, seller is producer, manufacturer is required, and to whom they are going to distribute it? To the buyer, to the consumer. So business is going to earn the profit when there is someone to sell and when there is someone to purchase it. So in business, two parties are required, that is buyer and the seller. So it is an agreement. In business, there is an agreement between the two parties. That agreement may be in an oral form or in a written form. That is, terms, conditions about the sale, purchase are going to be mentioned in that agreement. But it is an agreement between the two parties, that is buyer and the seller. That is not single buyer. There is no any meaning to the only buyer and there is no any meaning to only the seller. Existence of both the parties very important into the business, right? Then the third feature is the profit motive. Again the same, that is why the business is run, that is to earn the maximum amount of the profit. It is very essential part of the business. Business is run for what purpose? To earn the maximum amount of the profit, correct? So profit is work as the reward for the business, correct? Whatever investment is made by the businessman in the business, against that investment he is expecting the money. As he is making investment of his own money, so ultimately definitely he is going to expect the return of that investment. So profit, what investment, what return he is getting, that is in the form of the profit. So profit क्या है? Profit is the reward for the business. Profit is reward for the business. So it is very essential part of the business. Profit is very essential part of the business as it is the reward for the business. Then it also work as the motivational factor. It also work as the motivational factor. That is, when aim is clear, when your object is clear, definitely you are going to work to achieve it. So when a goal and the object is achieved, ultimately it works as a motivation to the respective individual. Same in a business also. When business is going to earn the profit, businessmen is get motivated to work in a better manner, to work with more efforts from the next time also, and give the best result again and again. So it is the motivational factor, correct? So business is profit is a motivational factor in the business. Okay. Also, profit is also important for survival of the business. Profit is important for survival of the business. Profit is reward for the business. So ultimately it is also for important for the survival, that is existence. Survival means what? The existence of the business. Profit is very important. It is the guarantee and the assurance that businesses remain in the market for a longer period of a time. Okay, no any businessman is making the investment of the money only for 1 to 2 years. He want to remain in the competition in the market for a longer period of a time. So it is also important. Profit motive is important for the purpose of the survival and the existence of the business in the market. Correct? So how the profit is going to be achieved, and for this profit, for achieving this profit, which is essential for the businessman is going to concentrate through increasing the volume of sale. Through increasing the volume of sale, through increasing the number of units, he is going to earn the maximum amount of profit. Then by reducing the cost of production, he can earn the maximum amount of profit. So he has to work on mainly two things to earn the maximum amount of profit, that is increasing the volume of sale, and second one is the reducing the cost of production, right? Then the fourth feature is production or the procurement of the goods. Production of goods or the services. Next feature is the production of the goods or services. Correct? So how the profit? The main motive of the business is to earn the profit. How the profit will be achieved and earned by the businessman? Through the goods or the services. When he is offering something in the market as per their requirement, as per their demand, then and then only he can earn the money in the form of the profit. Okay, so for the purpose of achieving the object of the profit, there should be goods or the services with the businessman. So before offering the goods or the services in the market, that should be with the businessman, that should be with the seller, that should be with the supplier. So the next fourth feature is the production of the goods or the services. The producer, the manufacturer have to work on the production of the goods or the services, that they can produce the goods or the services and sell them through their retail shop to the consumer, or also by acquiring the goods or the services from other supplier, seller can make the selling of the goods and the services into the market. Okay, for example, if Rama is making the production of the glassware, so it is Rama's choice, that is he can make the production of the glassware and he can sell the glassware through her retail shop to the consumer directly, or he can sell that glassware to the other supplier, to the other retailer, and make the selling. And then that other retailer, that is if Rama make the selling of the glassware, if Rama sold the glassware to the Rutuja, then Rutuja is making the selling of that glassware into the market to the consumer. It means here Rutuja acquired the goods from the Rama. So by making own production, you can sell the goods or the services in the market, or you can purchase the material from the manufacturer, from the producer, and you can again resell it into the market. Okay, that is the production of the goods and the services. So for earning the profit, first thing is make the production, make the production of the final goods or the services. Correct? Then next one is the exchange of goods and the services. Next is exchange of the goods and the services. Okay, so business is mainly concerned with exchange of goods and the services with monies and the money's worth. As it is the monetary, as it is the economic activity, ultimately it is run for the purpose of earning the money. Why the business is run? For earning the money. So for that money, there should be exchange, there should be the transfer of goods and the services with money or the money's worth. That is, when goods are sold in the market by the manufacturer, by the supplier, by the seller to the consumer, to the buyer, that should be against the money or the money's worth. That is, price is very important into the business, because if they want to earn the profit, if they want to earn the money, definitely that should be transferred, that should be exchanged with the money or the money's worth. Then and then only the respective activity is known as the economic activity. Okay, so there should be the involvement of the money is very important. There should be the monetary transaction should be there. Monetary transaction should be there. That is, if any producer, if any manufacturer, or if any individual is making the production of the goods and the services, or having the goods and the services for his own consumption purpose, then it is not the economic activity, it is not the business, because he is using that respective material, he is making the use of the goods and the services for his own consumption, for his or her own use. So it is not the business, because there is no any money no money involvement, there is no any monetary exchange between any other person. Okay, so for business, when it called as a business, when there should be the transfer and the exchange with money and the money's worth, monetary transaction should be there. Okay, first thing. Then it should not be for, okay, not for personal consumption, correct? It should not be for the personal consumption. Then it is the business. That is, for example, if any farmer keeps the cows with him and he is obtaining the milk from them, so, and whatever milk he is getting, if he is consuming the milk by himself or by his family member, it is not the business, because he is making the consumption by his own, he is making the use of that milk for his own consumption. So there is no any transfer, there is no any exchange for the money, so it is not the business. But when he is making the sale of that milk to the outsider, to the other person in the market, ultimately it is the business. Why? Because there is exchange, there is the involvement of the money, so it is the monetary involvement, monetary transaction will be there, so it is the business, correct? So in business, there should be the exchange of the goods and the services for money and the money's worth, and it should not be for the personal consumption purpose. There should be the involvement of the price, and it should be transferred from one person to the another with the some money and with the some price or some money's worth. Okay, in earlier days the system was existed is the barter system. That is, goods are exchanged in exchange of the money. That is, if any requirement of any goods, if there is a requirement of anything, that for that thing they have to make the exchange with the goods. Goods are exchanged against the goods. That is, if any individual having the wheat and if he required the rice, so he is searching the person who is having the rice and who is in a urgency, who is in a requirement of the wheat. So these two persons are making the exchange among themselves. So it is known as the barter system, when goods are exchanged in the goods. Okay, no money involvement is there. But nowadays it is not possible. If you want to buy something, you can't make the exchange of any goods with you. You have to exchange the goods. You have to purchase the thing by giving the price of that goods and the services in a monetary term. You have to pay in a form of money to the respective shopkeeper, to the respective seller. Then and then only he is going to make the sale of goods and the services. Okay, it doesn't that is, nowadays it is not possible. That is, if you want to purchase any clothes, if you want to purchase a mobile, if you want to purchase more laptop, and you are going to went with some goods available into your house, it is not possible nowadays, correct? So there should be the involvement of the money, and it should not be for the personal consumption. Okay, so the next feature we are going to study in our next lecture.